Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining me on this little live video, and we're going to have a little bit of a chat about motivation. If you are watching, please do give me a little thumbs up to let me know you're out there. Give me a little heart if you're enjoying what I'm talking about. Please do pop comments and questions below, and I would love to know your experiences with motivation. How are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling a bit meh? Or are you feeling ready to go? Have you got some tips that you can share with us? So just a little disclaimer before I head into the tips that I've got for you today is that it's been a tough week, you guys. Since I saw you all a week ago, I was talking to you about some tips for your New Year's aspirations. And since then in the UK, we went into another national lockdown. And in the US, there was the awful things happening in Congress, of course. So some really traumatic stuff happening all over the place. And I spoke to so many people last week who were all just feeling done and no energy and no motivation. And to be honest, myself included, I had a couple of days last week where I just wasn't into it at all. So if that's you at the moment and you are liking the sound of what I'm going to be talking about, but you just don't feel like you can face doing the thing just yet, don't worry. Just do whatever you need to do. Put your head under a blanket, watch Netflix, whatever your self-care thing is that you need to do, and come back to this when you are ready. Bookmark it, save it, whatever you need to do. However, if you're feeling lack of motivation and you do want to do something about it right now, then these are the tips that I've got for you. So, last week we were talking about your aspirations and we were talking about starting small, and that's actually going to be my first tip here. If you're feeling demotivated, if you're not feeling like doing the practice, whatever it is, if it's a movement practice, a dance practice, or perhaps you want to practice something else or do something else, then if you have a long hour-long practice ahead of you, then sometimes that can be really demotivating. If you're not feeling like doing anything, just do 5 minutes. 5 minutes is better than nothing. In fact, 2 minutes is better than nothing. 1 minute is better than nothing. Like if you want to do a movement practice and you just can't, you haven't got the energy, just get up and do a couple of forwards folds. If you're a yoga practitioner, maybe a sun salutation or two, or if you want to get a bit more energized, perhaps you can set a timer for 30 seconds a couple of times and do a couple of rounds of star jumps or jogging on the spot. Just a little bit to get you moving and get you feeling like you've done a little bit of something that day, which will then motivate you to do it again the next day, even if it's not a longer practice that you'd originally planned. So my second tip to get you motivated is to make sure it's something you enjoy doing. So sometimes we have these things that loom over us, which we feel like we really should do. Sometimes the things that are drills, the regular practice that we have to do. Perhaps it's something that we're not good at yet, which, that's the whole point of practicing. Something is to get good at it. So you want to practice the things you're not good at, really. And we all know this. But sometimes that can just be a bit demotivating when it feels like it's going to be really hard work. So if you're really getting stuck because of this, I would just choose something that you actually want to do. Choose a music that you want to dance to. Choose your favorite steps to practice. Whatever it is, just that gets you moving and gets you energized. And if it's something that you really do need to do, so I don't know, like a strength practice that's really hard work, but you really don't like it, but it's good for you. Or perhaps, really refining some of that dance technique and getting down to the nitty gritty, which can be a bit cerebral and a bit challenging. Sandwich it in between things that are fun. So pick a nice upbeat song that you can warm up to, one of your favorites, and make sure you give yourself a reward at the end of doing the thing that you don't like, or the thing that you don't enjoy so much, and something that you really like doing. Again, dancing to your favorite song or practicing your favorite steps, or perhaps if you like, just have a really nice long juicy stretch at the end. Take this as your reward for having done the thing that you were feeling a bit meh about having to do. So my final tip for you today for your motivation is to keep it easy. If again you're feeling demotivated to doing a practice and it feels like it's going to be challenging, if that's what's putting you off, or the duration, we've spoken about it. One way to make it easy is to have a list of things that you know you like to do. I particularly like to have some videos handy that I can just put on when I'm feeling like I don't know what to do. It can be so overwhelming sometimes, and that can add to the demotivation if you are not sure what to practice. So if you've got a video to hand, perhaps saved on your desktop, perhaps saved on the home screen of your phone, just YouTube videos or links to websites, whatever you like, not too many of them so that you again get stuck by choice, maybe just a couple of your favorites, and have those handy so that when you're not feeling motivated to do something or to really think about your practice, you can just stick those on. At least you've done something and you've got moving for the day. So those are my 3 tips for you. Just to quickly recap: make it small, make it easy, and I forgot the last one already. No, that was the third one. Make it enjoyable was the second one. Small, enjoyable, and easy if you're feeling demotivated. And that way you can get up and you can do something. It will start the ball rolling a little bit. And then when you're feeling like you've got a bit more energy, then you'll be able to give yourself a longer practice. Just one more thing I wanted to say on the topic is that motivation, it doesn't always need to be there to do the work. If you feel like you need to do the work and you need to push through and do a regular practice, which isn't maybe that's not where everyone's at the moment, but if that is where you're at, please don't feel like you need to be motivated to do it. Sometimes you have to find your own motivation by just getting up and doing it, even if you don't feel like doing it. So that's it for me today. I've seen a couple of people watching. Thank you very much if you join me live. Melanie, thank you for commenting. I'm glad it's what you need. I hope it's helped you. And hi, Lizzie. Who else is on here? Nick, I don't know if you're still there. Hi, Nick. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so that's it for today. Again, remember, please go easy on yourself if you're not feeling motivated and you just don't want to do anything. No pressure at all. Just chill out. Oh, I've got something in my throat, so I'm going to head off. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.